As of May 2021, Dogecoin was trading around 74 cents. By September 12, 2022, it is trading at 6 cents. That lack of stability is why investors are suing Elon Musk, Tesla CEO and Dogecoin campaigner, for $258 billion in damages for what they consider terrible investment advice through his tweets about the meme coin. Today's video is based on the tragic downfall of Dogecoin investors. 3 reasons not buy Dogecoin. Each time Dogecoin price prediction pops up, the experts continue to share sentiments of a feared unreliability and advise people to sell. In the recent panel to discuss the future of cryptocurrency, Finder, an online crypto price analysis portal, asked 54 analysts whether Dogecoin has a long-term posture. From the responses, 55% of the analysts expressed worry that the currency might evaporate into thin air like the rest of many cryptocurrencies before it that did not survive. Up to this point, Dogecoin has been a solid investment if we eliminate the bearish market that macroeconomic factors have created. Nevertheless, like all other investments, Dogecoin has its flaws. It has plummeted by over 80% in the last year and has still not reached $1 despite being around for 9 years. Dogecoin Millionaire, a social media sensation who made his first million by holding Dogecoin, has sadly said that he regrets everything, as his investment is now worth nothing. Therefore, if you want to invest, weigh these 3 reasons first and ensure that you do not end up like Glauber Contesoto and other Dogecoin investors. One of the well-known reasons Dogecoin struggles is the lack of a cap on its coins. Each year, approximately 5 billion coins go into circulation. Later, we will talk about how unlimited supply can negatively affect a coin's prices. Number 3. Neglect by the developers. Briefly, before Elon Musk started showing interest in the meme coin, the developers who created it as a joke in 2013 had abandoned the idea. This indicates that Dogecoin might not have real-life user value because its developers never expected anything from it until 2018.
I'd been left for dead.
The payment platform, as it was initially built to be, has little technical capabilities. In Dogecoin news today, the developers are back and working with Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin to create scalable projects for the network. While this puts confidence back into the meme coin, it does not eliminate the risk of them abandoning it altogether should someone like Elon Musk, whose tweets always spike prices, were to sell all his Doge today. In fact, Doge investors who claim that Elon Musk's tweets were reckless investment ideas that gave the meaningless coin some legitimacy have filed a class legal action against him. The suit was by one man in 2018, but the respondents have increased, demanding $258 billion in damages from Musk and his companies. What if Musk apologizes or loses this case? The coin will shut down immediately. Number 2. Unlimited coin supply. The first reason one might consider Dogecoin an unreliable coin is the amount of Doge coins in circulation. In Dogecoin news, 5 billion coins enter circulation on its blockchain each year. Of course, there are no burnouts, and the number of coins continues to exist perpetually. Per the rule of demand versus supply, this implies that Doge might constantly be racing against itself to catch a high demand. For instance, over 1.2 million people bought Doge around June, but it still was not enough to push the currency to a $0.07 price. That increased demand only scratched the surface of $0.64. Thus, unless in situations where there is exceptionally high demand, the price continues to weigh down by the number of coins in circulation. Long-term goals might be kind to Dogecoin, but the lack of overwhelming support for crypto in the short term could be a challenge in short to medium term. For example, despite Bitcoin's popularity, it is only officially adopted in El Salvador and the Central African Republic. Yet, Bitcoin's low and hard-to-mine supply puts it at a lower risk than Dogecoin. If you still think you can make something out of a Dogecoin investment, that is your decision. However, there is a way to go about the acquisition. Shortly, we will tell you how much you should invest in Dogecoin. Number 1. Pump and dump schemes. We might have moved past the Doge being a joke because of some legitimate moves that investors, including Mark Cuban, Snoop Dogg, and Elon Musk, have made. Tesla fans can pay for their EVs with Doge. The January announcement shot the prices of the coins up. Likewise, the Dallas Maverick basketball teams accept Doge for their merchandise. While the coin is accepted in these two places, it is still facing pump and dump schemes. As of May 2021, it was trading around 74 cents, now trading at 6 cents. Another tweet can pump it, and then a long silence can cause everyone to dump it. Surely only seasoned investors could make head and tail of this situation. As someone new to the investment scene, you should avoid investing money in places with such high volatility. If this beginner's description applies to you, subscribe to our channel for more news and updates on the most talked about cryptocurrencies. We always bring you what the experts say. These downfalls are miraculously not a termination of the capabilities of Dogecoin. Surely, one can invest in hope for the next tweet from Elon Musk to spike the prices up by roughly 10%? It is that easy. However, if we are serious, you should go into Dogecoin with a specific amount. For all beginners, invest how much money you are comfortable losing. If you do not heed this advice, you are welcome to prepare to join the lawsuit that might likely fall. Is Dogecoin going to make it? What of Solana? Some secrets could make any one of them hit the mark again. For our previous video, we speculated about the future of Solana and Dogecoin, using expert analysis and predictions. Watch the truth about Dogecoin versus Solana. Shocking truth revealed.